Hello, welcome back to another video. I am here with my new kind of setup, different camera, and hopefully this looks better than previous videos. I don't know, we're still gonna work on it. It may not be perfect, but I think you can see everything I'm doing. But welcome back. We're gonna be doing paper forms with gel nails on my own nails today. I have not done these. I just received these from Madam Glam. I bought them. And I was gonna try some Polygel I got from Beetles off of Amazon. I'll have a link to everything that I'm using today in the description below. I've been doing dual forms, which is these type of nail tips where you put the Polygel underneath and then you flip it over and place it on your nail. I like doing it that way. This is like an accidental thing I had to learn because I accidentally bought these instead of the regular nail tips I used to use. So I started learning that a couple months ago and I like how they look. I wonder if it could be easier, especially the afterwards, like the filing and stuff. I don't have the best file. I just have like this that I got off of Amazon a long time ago when I first started doing nails, and I don't even know. It works pretty good, has a few different tips, but it's not exactly great for filing a lot of stuff down. And I wonder if I can get a better shape with the paper forms, because I've seen these over YouTube. Other people have done it. I've watched some tutorials, and I'm gonna attempt to use paper forms for the first time. I've never done this before, and I'm a little nervous, but hopefully it won't be as hard as it looks. Okay, so first I need to prep my nails. I'm gonna clean them up, trim them down a bit, add some cuticle oil, nail primer, dehydrator, all that fun stuff. So we will speed through that, and then we'll get to the nail forms, okay? And hopefully my success in making them look good on my fingers and not look like a mess. Wish me luck. Okay, now the basic prep is done. They're all cleaned up, dehydrated. We're gonna do one nail at a time to prime it because we need to do the process and the primer is kind of sticky. So I don't want to do my whole set of nails with the primer. One nail at a time. We're gonna do this and hopefully I don't screw it up. So we put the primer on, then we're gonna do our base coat, and then we're gonna figure out how to fit this form on. I'm a little nervous. Not gonna lie. This is gonna be a little tricky, but maybe it'll be alright. Maybe. So this is kind of like a learn with me, because I'm sure other people are probably interested in this. I don't know, because I know since I've been learning more about nail stuff, I'm like always interested in the newer techniques and the different ways to do things and see like what's the most efficient way for me to do my nails. That's why I'm here. All right, let's cure it. Actually, I got this little light from Young Nails. I'm gonna use that today so you can kind of see it. Yeah. And once that's done, about 30-60 seconds, just get ready. Now we're gonna figure out how to put these on. So this is our form. I know it's intimidating looking. It is to me too, don't you worry. But basically, I know I'm not gonna go longer, so these can go super long. You can go like way up here. But I know mine's gonna be a lot shorter, so I'm just gonna peel off the excess, which is nice that they did that. I didn't know that it would be perforated like that. So now I don't have quite as long to work with. You're also supposed to perforate here, and then you stick this underneath your nail, I guess, and it's supposed to like line up. We gotta carefully line this center line here to the center of my nail and underneath, as tight as I can get it. Actually, I think that's pretty centered. Is that good? No. I'm worried because, like, is this supposed to be stuck underneath it better? I think when you bend it is when it'll look like it fits better. Okay. Like that. Now we curve it. Okay, I'm gonna carefully do this and hope for the best. All right, so I feel like it's pretty secure. It's as close as I can get it. I'm gonna tighten up the bottom like this a little bit. One nail at a time. We're not doing more than one at a time because that would be insane. Also, I'm left-handed, so this is my best hand to start with, so I can get practice in before I do my other hand, which is probably gonna look worse, but that's fine. This feels good. Feels nice and snug. Okay. If you push that down there, there should be not much of a gap. And I think for my height or length, I'm probably just gonna go to like here. Like I'm really like, which would be 1 or 2 at the most, but it would probably be between 1 and 2. And they give you like the lines too to kind of shape it. Okay, so that was weird. My camera like shut off. This is a different camera than I'm used to using. So hopefully that doesn't keep happening. What the heck? All right, never mind. I forgot to plug in the actual power, so it was just out of battery. We're good. With this being done, we are going to get our Polygel. I think I'm gonna use this light pink and see how I like it. I also have a glittery pink, but I want to start with like a simple color and go from there. And then I also got a new brush because my other one that I've been using is starting to get a little worn out from me practicing and stuff. But this one came with the Madame Glam. Should be a really nice brush. Let's see. This is gonna be so tricky. I don't even know how I'm gonna navigate all this. Wish me luck. I think this is on right. Maybe a little bit crooked, but you know what? I'll fix that later if I need to. So we're gonna put a decent chunk on the nail, I guess. Probably more than I would in a dual form. And then take our brush with some slip solution, work it real good or something, I don't know. Work it into the cuticle area first. From every video I've watched, that's what they do, so that's what we're gonna do too. And hopefully this will look okay. I'm hoping this is a little easier for me than dual forms. I thought dual forms were amazing when I first figured out how to use them, but as I use them more and more, I feel like they're a little restrictive, and this gives me a little more freedom to kind of create my own nail a little bit custom to my own nail shape, and maybe it'll look a little better. Maybe it'll like be easier to do afterwards. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't mind me. I am not a professional. I am learning on my own time when I can. And hopefully I got enough gel. I think I might have gotten too much gel. I'm not doing that much. What am I? Am I someone who does long nails? No. I think I'm gonna go to 2. No more than 2. And I do like a rounded or coffin shape, but I will do that with more filing, but we're gonna get at least like kind of the rounded shape. Okay, I kind of like this. This feels kind of fun. A little bit more fun than the dual forms, because you're like painting it on. I don't know. Let's see. We want to make sure there's enough at this point because it could be weaker. I am worried about that. I did have some issues with the dual forms and like a certain area, like this area right here, breaking sometimes. So I think with this, I might be able to fix that easier. And obviously we're going to want to clean it up as we go. I don't think I put enough on the cuticle, but I do want it to be a lot thinner so it looks like a natural nail, right? I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, this will be fine. I like it. It feels kind of fun to do. Kind of different. It's like I'm painting or sculpting, you know? Still want to build the apex, so there's a nice little bump. Luckily, Polygel is super forgivable. You can work with it, smush it around, it doesn't dry, all that stuff. Yeah, into 2, and then I might even trim it shorter, but We're gonna build it to 2 and then decide after I'm done with it if I need to file it shorter, but that's the easy part. I think the hard part is getting the right shape and making sure it's like rounded and even on both sides. So that's what I'm hoping this will help with for me. All right, well, these are a little too thick. I'm worried, like, is it too thin or is it too thick? I don't know. I think I just gotta do it and see what happens. I do know you can do like another layer on top if you feel like it's too thin. So it's not like this is the end. Like, this isn't feel strong enough, then I'll just do another thin layer on top. Because I feel like it's too thin on the tips. Try to build that up a little bit higher, I guess. I have no idea if this is gonna be easier, but it feels easier. I thought dual forms were easy, but I don't know. I'm kind of liking this a lot. All right. I mean, I don't hate it. It's a little lumpy, but you know what? Gotta start somewhere, right? And then you can even it out later. Kind of want a squarer edge on the end, so I'm gonna try to build that now so I don't have to file as much. It is super thin though, or that's just because it's kind of transparent. I guess I should have done a less opaque one. Because now I'm just like worried, like, is that thick enough? I don't know. Now we're gonna clean up down here, make sure there's none on my skin, because you definitely don't want that. And then I'm gonna try to blend it a little bit more. Huh, this is kind of cool. Kind of like it. All right, I'm nervous because I'm not sure about the shape, but I'm kind of excited to see where it ends up. And if that looks better than the Polygel and even more natural, then I'll be happy. It is a little chunky, but I feel like that can be fixed with the filing, right? So I'm gonna do a quick 30 seconds here, and then I'll go in the big light after, just to see if we can get it to kind of get stabilized. Oh, it's burning a little bit. Did I get some underneath my nail? It might have been. Ow! It's fine. It's kind of lumpy over there, but we'll fix it, okay? Don't judge me. This is my first time. I'm new. All right, I'm going in the big light now for about a minute, and then I'll take off the paper. All right, I've cured it. Now we take this off. Oh god, they're so tight. It's super sticky. I was wondering if I could reuse these, because I feel like it's kind of a waste, but I probably shouldn't. I should just use a new one. All right, so it's very lumpy, I will say, but I don't hate it. This part, obviously, I'm gonna have to cut down anyway, and I'm gonna shape it more into a coffin shape and flat on the ends, but as a nail, it looks a lot smoother than when I do the dual form. So I'm gonna have to file down a bit. I'm gonna do a little bit more curing underneath just to make sure. I hope this sticks. That's the one thing I worry about every time I do Polygel. I'm like, is it gonna stick well enough? I did prep pretty good, I think, but I don't know. All right, that should be good. It looks so lumpy, like, ugh. Let's do some filing and stuff. At least clean up couple bits. I do like that this part right here is less questionable, because when I do the dual form, I feel like I never get enough on this section and it sometimes breaks off. So it does look a little bit more structured, and this, I'm just gonna file that completely off. Just want to get a little bit. And look, another thing I got, a new file. I love it. It's brand new, it's shiny. Okay, which one is which? This is Corsair, I think. File it straight down, hopefully get a pretty straight line. Like I said, it does feel a little chunkier than the dual form, but I do like how smooth it looks underneath, because when I do them on the dual form, sometimes they get a little weird. So that's at least a big plus. I think this chunkiness is just me and my technique. Like, I'll get better at doing it, obviously, so it doesn't look quite as, like, poofy, I guess. I don't know. But already we're getting a nice shape out of it. Ah, I don't hate that. Actually, and I do think that's easier. It's easier to get a better shape, but I'm gonna have to make it thinner because I don't like it being quite so thick. It looks thick, but like it's not if you look underneath. Like you can see that it's pretty chunky on these sides here. That's the only thing I think I would make a little thinner. I kind of like that a lot, actually. This is cool. Am I really like doing this? I guess. Maybe I'll be good at doing these and it'll make my life a lot easier. Like, yeah, this took me a little bit, but that's because also, 1, I'm recording, and 2, first time. But a little less chunky at the tops. I got a decent apex, at least. It's like kind of a bump in the middle. This pink is hard to see on camera, I'm sorry guys. Probably pretty good, like, wow. Yeah, it's still kind of wide. Still a little bit big, but it's feeling better. And this is just something that when I'm building the nail, if I do a little bit less, I won't have to file as much too. So that's just something I get to practice. And I do like how close to the cuticle and like how like natural that kind of looks, right? Like it actually blends pretty well. With the dual forms, I'm like struggling to get it, and it gets all over my hands, and it's a lot messier. Now if I can get them all to match, that's what I'm worried about. Like, what if I can't get them all to look the same, you know? With that done, I might do the rest of the hands now. The rest of this hand right now on camera, so you can kind of see the whole process again, I guess, for the whole hand. And then I will do painting and maybe some decals and a couple things at the end. I'm not going to do a bunch of nail art, but at least something, make them a little bit more fun. All right, let's do the rest. think I am happy with the look and the shape of the nails. I will say this still took me quite a bit of time, but I think it's also me trying to be super careful the first, time I've ever done these. So I don't think it took any longer than doing it the other way, but it did feel better to do, and I feel like I got the shape a little bit better overall. And yes, I've started collecting all my failed nails and ones that fall off when I wear them. So then in like a year I can go and look through them and maybe like redo them or do something fun with them. So, and yeah, I think that's alright. I did make the thumb longer than these ones. I probably would have made these slightly longer, but for practicality's sake, I like this length. And yeah, I know I can work on the shaping a little bit. They are a little bit chunkier than sometimes, but I think this will do. And I did put glitter in this one. I think once we top coat it, that's gonna look real nice. So I'm gonna just do some random decals or some other things on the nails themselves. That was a fun little process. I don't know how long it took me. I think it took me like 5 to 10 minutes per nail. But I think if I get a better file, it'll cut down the filing time. So I think I'm gonna do that with my next investment into my business. I think I'm just gonna put a clear coat and then put some glitter and maybe some rhinestones on the thumb. I don't know. Think about what we're doing. I don't know. What is our plan? Do we have a plan? Not really. I'm happy to finally have nails on again. I still have to do the other hand, but that will be after the video because I can chill and do that without worrying about how I am on camera. I wasn't sure about encapsulating and doing the glitter. Probably would do it a little differently next time, but I really wanted to just see if I could encapsulate still without it being weird, so we did. Not as clear as I would like. I probably would use should have used a different one, like a more clear gel, but that's okay. I'm just doing a clear coat right now, and then we'll do the fun stuff next, don't worry. Alright, so glitter. Glitter. More glitter. Always add glitter. Kind of my answer to decorating anything. So I got these from a Vetsy box, which is actually a really great brand. They sent me some extra stuff because it took a little bit longer, so I got some extra goodies. I think this flame will look nice. So we're gonna see if I can pick these up and put them on maybe my thumb, because they are kind of big. I don't normally do decals too much, but that's kind of nice. I like that. Ooh, I might do the glitter matte top coat on this actually. It's kind of fun. Just trying to make sure it's pushed down. And then I did get this. Apparently they gave these for free in my last order. So Madam Glam, thank you for that, because now I have a really pretty glittery matte that I am very curious to see how that looks. So let's do that on this and see what happens. Oh, the glitter is so pretty. I'm curious how it's gonna cure. Like, how is it gonna stay shiny if it's matte? I don't know, but we will try it. Yeah. Okay, I actually really like this. I might actually do matte more often because I love the like slight tinge of glitter. I know it's probably harder to see, but let me see if I can get a flash on it. I can kind of see the blue and pink kind of shimmer that comes, and the flame still looks glittery, so I kind of really like that. Yeah, I might do that for the rest of the nails even. It's fun. And then I have some more little flower decals, which I think also came with the last order I got from them. Super pretty, and I think they might go all right. I might put a couple on the pinky and then do a matte. I might do the glitter matte on the whole hand actually. Pick some of these that might look good. I think I ripped that one a little bit. Let's do this one. You have to be like gentle with these, and I'm not used to that. Yeah, cute. And I didn't have to draw it, even though I love learning line art. Since this video was more about doing the paper dual forms and not the design, I'm just trying to make it look cute. Yeah, that's cool. All right, what else can I put? I think I want to do something here with this glitter. Yeah, I want to do this other chunky but shiny glitter. Yeah. There we go. Beautiful. That with the matte top coat is gonna look awesome. All right, with that being done, that's about all I'm gonna do for these nails. Nothing crazy. Matte top coat on all of them with glitter, of course. And then we're gonna call it a day, yeah? this is fun. I learned a lot. Definitely feel like I could have, made them a little bit better, but that comes with practice and doing them over and over and over again. So we're just gonna keep doing these videos, keep learning. And I'm glad that you guys have been around to watch, because I don't know what I'm doing, like I always say, but I'm always down to learn. I really like this top coat. I'm actually shocked. I didn't even know, like I didn't even buy it. They sent me 2 bottles of it. It's like a free gift with your order or something. And I'm like, oh, I didn't think I needed this, but now I don't know if I'm gonna do anything without some kind of matte glitter, because that looks cool. All right, I think I'm happy with these. Learned a lot. It was a fun process. I'm still like messing with it because I feel like, I want to change things, but I gotta stop. Otherwise, I'll just never stop messing with it. But I really like how these turned out. Now I gotta do my other hand, but you guys don't have to sit through that. I'll be doing that later. I'll have pictures on my Instagram and everywhere. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and we will see you in the next video next week. Okay, bye!